Hello, and welcome to the third episode of The Old Show. In this episode, From Prison to Prime Rib, LJ and I start out talking about a criminal case involving young people whose choices cost them the rest of their lives. That leads us into a bigger conversation about choices and consequences, peer pressure, prison, and what happens when young people get caught up with the wrong crowd. We go from crime and punishment to politics, protesting, troublesome tenants, squatters who take over other people's property, and eventually prime rib with all juice. We didn't plan any of it. We just started talking. Listen in.
Can't record my no-mo because that'll make me sound like a deadbeat. So that stuff I can't. We gotta edit out.
No, it's not. Yo, listen, it's not his educational background and all of that other shit. It all means the same thing. You know, when the person say no more, that means, yep, you can say it however you want to say it. It still means the same. It means there's no more.
By the way, you are being recorded. You had 30 seconds of before I told you so.
That's the gay dart right there. Yeah, see how much time you should have said it before you hit that record button. You know what I mean?
No. I give you your Miranda rights after I put the handcuffs on, I suppose.
Yeah, you're gonna be right there,
Aren't they supposed to do that before they put the handcuffs on?
What?
Miranda warning.
Well, yeah, they do it before or they'll do it while they put the place in the morning. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
No, after they do that, then they place you in the car.
Right.
They scram your head right up there and then at the top of the door jam.
Oh my God!
And then tell you to watch yourself. And watch your head. You know what I mean?
My God, that's evil.
Yeah,
absolutely evil.
Yeah, you need some Tylenol for real after that.
Right.
And then it begins. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You let them belong to the system. Hey, Steve, you have man. Y'all tell you about this case that I think they just wrapped up last week. Down in Florida, like four guys, man.
That's the one you told
me. Young adult killed a rapper, another young dude, and now achieved life or the death penalty. And the prison, how they bring someone on the stand, professional in their field or whatever. This dude was he was a professional prison cat, ex-warden or something like that. And he was just saying how these guys are 20 and they're chained, early 20, young, healthy, strong. They can get a lot of good sweat equity.
Yeah, I know. You remember you told me, right?
No, not really.
Larry, we had like 3 conversations. Larry, I got to recommend you to my memory doctor. We got to do some testing. We had some elaborate conversations in that, including the light-skinned kid and how he was privileged. And then I sent you something, and you're like, you expect me to read that? Something like that,
Oh, yeah. You said, and I know what you was doing, too, man. You said you like the New York Times.
Oh yeah.
Like a 10-pager, a couple thousand words. I'm saying this going.
It's obnoxious, but it's the first thing I read. As soon as I open my eye, I look at the New York Times and see what's happening. And I got to tell you something that's happening after you finish. Tell me about the kid.
No, I mean, just the fact that they're now there's no more backdoor deals. It's live and, right in the face when they tell you that. What equity? Equity is money. These cats are young. They said they're going to put them to work like 60 hours a week.
For the rest of their life.
But, man, and they're young.
I know.
And I heard, too, that now the prison system, they got good doctors, good health now in the prison system. Before, they used to want to just beat you down and kill you. But there's no money in that. Now they want to keep your health.
Right.
They don't want you to be healthy, not strong. They don't want you to be too strong where you can overthrow the prison. But they want you strong enough where you can get up every day down in Florida and get into that 98, 102 degrees humidity,
I know.
mosquitoes everywhere, no bug repellent. You're a prisoner.
Right.
You're getting a double dose. You working hard, and then you getting attacked by mosquitoes because it's humid out there.
You know what? I saw some people on
A
social
good
media.
sweat.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I saw some people on social media saying they don't even care about the kid the one who was well raised. Like one of the black kids was like, "You light skinned, you've been all over the world, you've got this, that, and the other thing, and you're doing this. I have no sympathy for you." And a whole bunch of people were saying that. They're all black, obviously, but
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then he started some sort of, what is that fun thing? That fundraiser?
GoFundMe?
GoFundMe, yeah.
For what?
To support family throughout this whole his prison sentences, to raise money so they can be able to get back and forth to be able to help and support the kid.
Wow.
And there was a lot of backlash with that. And then they put out another like response for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still asking for the money, but I think they said that like they made him take it down or something.
Good.
Yeah, and I mean privilege cat.
Yeah.
Privilege cat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've got to be careful. People that that you have around you.
Yeah.
People that in your circles. But that's what I said.
Oh, yeah.
That's nobody. Nobody.
It's almost like, I mean, we don't know the story, but it's almost like he chose to like literally throw his lot in with those guys because it was so important for him to belong. But he chose murderers.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he got to be 18 without doing, I mean, who knows what he was doing before? Maybe this was just information.
Yeah, what's crazy is that they said the same, like the cat that got shot, the same kid shot him earlier, shot him in the foot, shot his foot off.
Explain it to me. I'm missing something.
The rapper that got killed, that we're talking about,
Yep.
in the light skin cat that killed him.
Yeah.
He had shot him previously.
He had shot Julio Fulio previously.
Right, in the foot.
Okay, so he was doing stuff before he was part of the murder.
Right.
Okay.
But still, they said smart kid there, finished high school, had like some sort of little business going on, and came from, well-to-do, enough to dream.
Right.
Growing up in Hawaii, traveling, all kinds. Never went without. I mean, but that's what happens. There's black men growing up and shit like that. Just getting out in the street alone. It's hard.
It's hard. It is.
It's like, as soon as your parents, man, let go in your hand.
Right.
And let you walk to the store, you 12 or whatever the case, like, it's over.
Right.
Life begins at that point.
But it's about choices, right? And I'm not saying choices as in like sometimes people have limited choices, but there's also a choice as to what they do, right? Yes, it's tough, but not everybody has to do, I don't know, maybe I'm talking removed, but people still choose what activities they're going to be involved in and who they're going to be friends with. Like the peer pressure. Peer pressure is real, but it kind of choose which peers we're going to be with, right? And that could just be at what they call academic, theoretical.
Oh, man. And I don't know, in your soul, just, I mean, you know whether or not you want to like go down that road, because
explain it to me.
You'll see things, man, happening like as time progresses. Go from little dumps, then it gets a little worse, a little worse, you go a little bit more.
Yeah.
Then you get away with to,
right.
So now you're pushing the line,
right.
Yeah. So, and listen, like we talked about all the kids that are in the system and all of that.
Yep.
Mental, physical abuse, sexual abuse, and all of that. These kids are out here in the street.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And then you wake up and hang out with them. They're already angry.
Right.
They're already angry.
Right.
Especially the kids that have trauma, that have been abused, and then they out here in the street, they don't got no guidance. They can't linking up with them and start off doing dumb shit. Way with it, doing more, already angry, beating up more shit, people.
Right.
Taking your anger and frustration out on the world.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then, and here you are at a point where over words, man, y'all ran down on the cat and just shot him up, killed him.
Yeah.
And now got caught. Big brothers everywhere.
Yep.
A fucking Tesla
Right.
picked up the whole.
Right. I love that.
Fucking Tesla should have been sleeping.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Some sort of system that they have in the Tesla and they call everything. And now, hey, your entire world's over.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you're in a whole new world.
Right.
And it's crazy too, because they said that everything that you can get out here in the free world, they can get in prison, such like vehicles and like that.
Yeah.
Motorcycles and but
you said except for those, right?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
But these guys are in prison, man. They don't live.
Right.
They don't X live, you know what I mean? And
right.
Like all kinds of. But yeah, it's probably the world that you're in now. Especially when you're looking at the rest of your life.
Right. Right.
Surrounded by what society would deem is worse or the worst.
Right.
Some are, some aren't. Some are up in there, man. So those man get caught by the weeds. And then they thrown in there like real mothers, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
What you in here for? Nah, bag of weed. You got problems.
I read in some book I was reading about I don't remember if it's Malcolm X or this book called Makes Me Want to Holler, about a kid who he basically grew up like that. A light-skinned kid who had this privileged life and was hanging with the wrong crowd and everything, ended up going to prison. Somebody got killed in a robbery. Anyway, he came out and became a journalist. But it's either him or the Malcolm X book where it's like you can't say something everybody says or breaking and entering, because anything less than that is looked down upon, especially if it's, you would say, like a bag of weed or whatever. It's that just seems like nothing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Woo. Yo. Yeah. Entire life.
Yeah. Is what now?
It's over.
Oh, right. When you do something that dumb, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and look at all the people, man, that are loved ones that are close to you and all of that are going to be dying while you're in prison.
That's the thing that a young brain doesn't have to think about, right? What things happen. They just obviously, first of all, people think they're going to be the ones that get away with stuff where the thing will never be solved, right? Or they just don't even think about it. They just think they're going to get away with it, period, until they get caught, right?
Yeah, hey, listen, some cats, man, they don't care.
Okay.
They get away with it, cool. If they don't,
hey,
they go with it too. You know
right.
what I mean?
I hear you.
They don't have nothing out here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some people are institutionalized.
Well, once they got to prison.
They go to prison, man, and then they let them out, man. They can't handle out here.
Right.
They commit another crime just to get back to what's normal to them.
Right. True. And it's safety. You're right. It's safety.
Yeah, man. It's it's good to be out here, man. And they just, man, we should check out the whole trial. They're showing the video, like even them just getting back from the murder scene.
Yeah.
Or they're like heading out, getting ready to head out. Got the duffel bag. Loading up the car.
They filmed all of that? Wow, those were morons.
Big brother, his parents or whatever house they was at, they got ring cameras, so they can see
I gotcha.
Grabbing their stuff, throwing it into the car. They see them coming back, wiping the car down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
After the murder, or being like at a club, partying, drinking.
Yeah, I gotcha. Because cameras are everywhere. Big brother everywhere. Yeah.
They're everywhere. And when they're showing all the bullets, ammo, guns, and equipment.
Yeah.
They got some here.
Not so innocent, not so innocent. As in, like, I don't mean that they're guilty. I mean, not as innocent as the lawyers would want to portray them. They're just simple little kids. You know what I mean? Simple young people. Not exactly.
Yeah.
More like killers.
Simple young kids, man, with military-grade weapons. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Unbelievable, honestly.
Man, this system.
Yeah.
Man, just wicked, man. I'm telling you, just going through the newspaper, the news,
Yep.
man, looking at, online,
Yep.
man, it is just wicked out here.
It
I
is.
mean, it's wicked, you know?
Yeah, I do. Me too, Larry.
I mean, it's all kinds of, I don't know his name, but I'm gonna have to get better with that. I just gotta write down stuff, man, so that when we talk,
Yeah. Yeah.
I have like all the information, but
Yeah.
a sheriff down in DC who's in charge of like setting up the motorcade for the president
Oh,
and all of that.
Yeah.
A lot of responsibility.
Right. When
You know?
when did that happen, or when did that make news?
What, last week?
Okay. I hadn't heard that one. I
Yeah,
had not heard that one.
last week. And he was caught red-handed, and he
Oh
just,
my God.
just plead the fifth. Yeah, no.
Yeah, because he couldn't plead anything else, right?
Who knows? Who knows
Larry,
what he
how'd you learn about it? I'm just curious. Don't get mad at me.
through an article I read.
Oh,
And you want to know the newspaper, right? You want to know the newspaper too, right?
that would help.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, so what paper was that? Yeah, it was an article. It was an article that I read. It was transcribed. You know what I mean?
Right.
There was no bouncing ball over the words and whatnot. You know what I mean? Oh man, I'm telling you, lawsuit. Boy.
I love how you just went into an article. What else did you expect? Oh my God. Larry, listen, so it was like, you know why I'm saying that, right? Because I live the first thing I get up. Sometimes I can't get out of bed for an hour because I'm scrolling. So I think I know everything there is to, well, obviously not everything, but a lot. But I didn't hear about that one, which is kind of interesting. But I want to tell you something. I lost
No,
it.
this wasn't online. It was an article.
Oh,
It was digital. You know what I mean? It was in the paper.
Okay. I missed that one. Yeah.
And what paper? What paper was that? This is you. What paper?
Yeah.
You didn't come out what day? How much? What did it cost? Yeah.
Well,
You got a subscription? Well, what's the name of it?
Larry, are you reading my mind? Oh my God.
Fruit Qualm magazine. You can pick it up down Valley, and Newbie.
You read my mind. Oh my God, it's scary. All right.
And I'm gonna tell you something, man. One of my tenants, man, he used to talk early on big about, on the president.
Yeah. In a positive way?
Huh?
In a positive way? When you say talk big?
Okay. Yeah. You know what, man?
Yeah.
And the tenant turned out to be a piece of shit.
Is that right? Interesting. Well, the two don't necessarily
house up and
oh my God.
I'm like, man, don't fucking talk to me about nothing president, man. You ain't cut the grass, man. Your rent going up.
Wow. Yeah.
Right. He ain't even cutting the grass.
Yeah.
On his side.
Yeah.
Ain't got the nerve to talk about the president and all this other shit. What are you doing here?
Yeah.
You talking about the president, man, and the I look like man, I'm going up on your rent. I'm really trying to, I'm trying to evict you. And,
Did you really go up on his rent?
Huh?
Did you really go up on his rent?
Yeah, I did. And I evicted him too.
There you go. That'll show him.
Up in here, man, all this old Republican, you know what I mean? There's this going on here.
Right.
They trying to get the most from my money. And yeah, I mean, man, I want to be a rich Republican, Republican. I'll switch over.
Right.
Tax breaks and all of that. I ain't got to be down with their views and all of that. You know what I mean?
You'd be surprised how many people do that. They don't necessarily for their taxes.
Iran theory.
Right. Hey,
just
Larry.
give me some tax breaks and give me some more.
For you.
Give me some more checks and shit. You know what I mean? And let people like Cecilia get out there and march and fight, and win the fight, and get these checks, man. And let me just be one of those, man, that didn't put up no kind of fight or struggle. But I too am entitled to the checks. Give me some more. That's that I'm on, and I'm standing on that.
Right. At least you're honest. Nobody can listen. The honest goes far. Okay. Who can? When people are honest, there's no comeback at the end of the day
Right.
because you're out
Yeah,
there with it.
yeah, right. Trying to make somebody feel some kind of way because they ain't out there, holding signs and stopping traffic and potentially going to jail and all that shit. Man, when I can just sit on the
There
sideline
you
and get
go.
the same that you getting without all the trauma and stress.
You take the bullet and I'll take the check. How's that?
Couldn't have said it no better. You know what I mean? Here's my routing number. Just man, go in and drop it off right in there. You ain't even got no man. We ain't even got a meeting. You know, all this
I
is the
gotta
correct
stop.
information.
Oh my God, Larry. Well, I'm gonna give out. Listen. Hey, did you ever hear about the squatter, this particular squat? Have you heard about the latest thing about these squatters? I think you and I might have talked about it, but there's one in Washington, D.C.
No, I didn't read about this one. Did you?
Okay, I'll fill in. Don't worry. I did all the reading. Hey, listen. Yes.
Hey, listen, you can send over the article, you know what I mean? I'll read it. I'm just saying I don't know about it, I didn't read up on this particular one. I read up on other squatters, you know what I mean, and around the city and whatnot, but nope, I'm not familiar with this one. You did not send the article to me,
Don't worry. Most of them, there's a reason because there weren't so many articles as there were videos. And you got to know it's good if I watch the videos or the news report. So the latest thing is people are moving into houses that I don't even want to say homeless people because they're not the homeless people that you think about on the street. Just like there are people who, and I would call them more con artists, that move into houses that have been long uninhabited. People come back from wherever, whether it's a long vacation or a seasonal vacation, and they find that people have inhabited their houses. They've changed the locks, and it's hard to prove that they don't belong there. And it takes a process. So a lot of that's been happening. I think I've been hearing about it the past couple of years. But more recently, and it's two Black women involved in DC, there was
I did. In a nice neighborhood too, right?
Yeah, she was
Yep, yep,
something
yep,
else.
yep.
She even took
Yep.
the woman's money and said, "Yeah, but it ain't gonna work for me." She finally got evicted, but you know how long that took and how much money? And the lady was willing to shell out more money just to get rid of her?
Yeah, yeah,
Unbelievable. So anyway,
yeah.
the thing that made me think about it is I wondered, because people know how to game the system, and I wondered if, because a friend of mine had that, where the lady took my friend, a year to get rid of this woman in Dorchester because she was playing that game.
Yeah, right in the city. I can show you the house too, see. There was a white family.
Yeah.
There was only like two white families in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And one white family squatted
Yeah.
piece of property around the way. I
Right.
mean, squatted. I mean, they ran electricity from the pole. I mean, they worked on the property and now that property right now, and they obtained that for free by squat. Now
Right.
that property that they're sitting on about 2 million, see.
How does
2 million. I mean, and they did this place overnight, see. Nice.
how did
Nice.
I don't understand, Larry. How did the other family walk away? Were they millionaires?
No. Hey, see, this is, we're talking about back in the 70s. You know what I mean? We're
Okay,
talking about back in the 70s, early 80s, when you could buy a house for like $20,000. Even then, that was a good piece of money, but
Right.
you know what I'm saying? It was just a property that obviously just had been abandoned.
Right.
And they just moved up in there, white family.
Yeah.
Moved right up in there, and after the whole period, the squatters' rights,
Yeah.
property became theirs, and we can drive by there and look at it now. You
Right.
ring the doorbell, man, and we can probably interview them, and they'll probably just be glad to have the interview, laughing and like, yeah, man, you came in here, hey, swept up, cleaned up,
Right.
hey, ran the power,
Yeah.
sat here for 1 to 5 years, hey, claimed it.
Yeah.
But man, see, let me tell you something, man. Certain people are privy to, what's coming down, what's going on down the road. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
They can see
You
the
know,
trends are way ahead.
right.
Yeah.
Not even see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sitting down with people and having a conversation and people
Right.
saying, hey, you better go on or go over there in Roxbury, man, and just steal everything you can steal because
Right.
urban the development. This is what we're doing, taking down the train tracks and you know what I'm saying? Hey, we
Right.
getting our people back into the city and we getting all of these worldlies up out of here.
Right.
You know what I mean? No different than what? Chapter 7, right?
Right.
Back in the days, you went out, you bought a house, 2 cars, motorcycle, cabin out in the woods, and then you claim Chapter 7.
Right.
And you kept everything that you acquired,
Right.
but then you had bad credit for 7 years. Who gives a fuck about bad credit for 7 years when you got two new cars? You know what I'm saying? You got a
Yeah.
3-family house, a cabin, motorcycle, pickup truck. You living your best life. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You roast beef and what's that other steak? That
Yeah.
kind of steak they like? Not roast beef. What is it? Prime
Sirloin.
rib.
Prime rib.
Prime rib.
Yeah.
Prime rib. That's the suburban steak. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Moved up a little bit.
Right.
You ain't fucking around with filet mignon, but
Right.
you prime ribbing it
Right. Oh, juice.
with an au jus sauce.
Oh, juice. Listen, Larry. Did they really? The family abandoned the house? So if they had abandoned the house, no problem, right? Am I
And
right?
well, you know what? See,
Yeah.
now here you go again, man. With that deep, hey, yep, your journalism. You know what I mean? I don't know if they abandoned or, you know what I mean? All I know,
Yeah.
I do know that the white family moved in.
Yeah.
There was no moving truck. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
climbed through the window.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like when you're going to steal some shit, you don't just walk through the front door. I
Right.
mean,
Right.
they do that now, but back
Right.
then, hey, just push that little 5-year-old through the window, through the broken glass, and,
Right.
and told them to open up the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they started sweeping and cleaning up, and brothers, man, looking and they're waving at the front door. You know what I mean?
Good for them, honestly.
Yeah. But now, I mean, see, I go by this place.
Yeah.
I go by it, and I am going to knock on the door. You know what I'm saying? If it's, still the same family, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they're talking me shit, I'll be like, hey, listen, I remember when you stole this place. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I remember when y'all was all friendly around here, because y'all was only, 1 or 2 white families. So y'all was real neighborly.
Right.
Don't get all uppity now because the place is worth $2 million.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But yeah.
Thank you for the time you spent with us today. We hope you heard something you could relate to or that made you think, even laugh. We'd love to hear from you. Send us a text or leave a voicemail through our fan mail link, and we may feature your message in a future episode. If this episode resonated, share it with someone. And if you have a story you want us to explore, even anonymously, let us know. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned for next week's episode of The Old Show.